Does getting an ultra budget mechanical keyboard make any sense? We're gonna look for the answer today. Hey guys, welcome back to the Hardware Says channel. My name is Ivan. Today we're looking at the Edjo mechanical keyboard. This is an ultra budget offering from Edjo for a mechanical keyboard that costs only $20, and this one features red mechanical keys. Those are my personal favorites because they offer enough tactile feedback, and at the same time they're not loud, so you can't really disturb the people you're playing with. The microphone will not really pick up the noise over and distribute it over the Discord or other game services you might be using for communication. So red keys are my personal favorite, and when I saw this one, I really wanted to grab it to see what this kind of company is offering for $20. Now there's a lot of points to talk about this one, but before that, a word from our sponsor. If you want to score a great deal, 25% off on any product on VIP your city key, head over to their website, check out any of the software, any of the games they have. They have a genuine Windows 10 and Windows 11 keys, Microsoft Office 2019 packages, pretty much everything that you need to get you going these days. And of course, you can use my promo code HWS for 25% off. That's right, that's 25% off on any of the games or any software packages on VIP Your City Key. That's a great deal for you guys coming from me and my friends at VIP Your City Key. Talking about the VIP Your City Key, you have Steam games activations, you have Origin, you have Uplay, you even have a lot of the Xbox and PlayStation cards that you can purchase from here. So the website is covering pretty much any platform in all the modern titles and games that you would like to purchase. So I'm going to leave direct links in the video description straight to the Windows 10 key and the Microsoft Office 2019 as well, and some other products. So the Edjo mechanical keyboard is, like I mentioned, only $20, featured the red keys, and actually is a little bit different, and that's the first thing that kind of attracted me to this keyboard. The actual physical keycaps are round instead of your normal square ones. These are round, and maybe that's a positive, maybe that's a negative. We're gonna look at it, and I'm gonna talk to you how I feel about this. Of course, there's other options that we can look at as well. We have some RGB here, unfortunately not addressable, unfortunately not fully manageable, but that's okay for me. For now, let's go ahead into the unboxing. That's gonna be a quick unboxing because, as you can see, the box is not anything fancy. And of course, then we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna see some of the options of the RGB, and I'm gonna talk to you again at the end in the conclusion. The Edjo mechanical keyboard, as you can see, pretty plain box. Only we have the company logo with a nice Medusa right there, logo right on top. And on the back side is just marked what kind of switch you have. Mine is the red switch, and the keys are black. I guess they have different versions, white as well, and blue, black, brown, red, and purple switches. So yeah, it's for the price tag of $20, I'm really not offended by that box, and I actually prefer it to be this way if they want to save some money and give us a better quality on the product itself. What do we have inside is USB to micro USB cable. Yeah, this is not one of the negatives that I'm going to be mentioning throughout the video. Ideally, I would like to see a USB-C here. This is old school. I don't know why in 2022 we're still dealing with micro USB. And we have a small printed in English user manual, which is actually good. It shows you all the key combinations that you can be using, function, arrow up and down for brightness, function, and arrow keys to the side for increasing and decreasing the speed of the actual backlight modes. And we have 9 different backlight RGB modes, so we're gonna test these in a second, and let's see what else is inside. Nothing else, just a little bit of a foam cushioning for the keyboard, and here it is, the keyboard itself. The unusual key shapes, they're round and oval. So yeah, it's definitely something I haven't seen before. That's the first thing actually that attracted me to this keyboard, because I wanted to see how this is gonna play for somebody that has been used to using our conventional square keys for many years. 3 decades coming up now. And the backside, actually very nice. I'm kind of impressed how nice the rubber feet are here. We have rubber feet back and front. They're very sticky, and even the extended back ones with the legs, those are rubberized as well. So when you put it on top of the desk surface, it's not gonna slide all over the place. I've seen much more expensive keyboards that do not offer this kind of a rubber, or they are omitting the front and they're just leaving the back. So yeah, kudos to Edjo for creating that kind of experience right here. And let me pull one of those so you can see the red mechanical switches in the bottom with the round keycaps. And actually the top part right here is metal. So the overall keyboard profile is very slim. If you can see it right here, very, very slim. Metal for rigidity, so it's not flimsy, it's not super light. And the plug for the micro USB is kind of off to the right side. It's not completely centered, so that's nice. You can route the cable around your monitor stand if you're putting the keyboard right next to your monitor. This is going to be very comfortable as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and plug it in. We're going to go through the modes, and at the end, of course, we're going to talk about it in conclusion. But so far, I am pretty impressed. For $20. It's going to be hard beating the price and functionality provided by the Edjo. Now with the keyboard plugged into my computer. By the way, the cable is about 5 feet long. You can see where it's landing, kind of off to the right side. We're going to go through the different RGB modes. This is the plain one, like I mentioned, different color per different key row, kind of a rainbow effect. It's again not my preferable, but this is what they're coming up with. So if you want to switch it, we're going to do FN and insert. So this is kind of like the breathing one. We have this one, which I really like, especially if it's Christmas, right? So kind of reminds me of Christmas lights. This one, which is whatever key you touch illuminates. That's not bad at all. We have the every row effect here, and then we have the wave, which is kind of going opposite directions. This one is our WSAND and arrows. This is a game mode 1, what they call, with illuminated escape as well. And then the game mode 2 gives you a little bit more options here with F keys up to 3, and then you have G and B over here, control and alternative, and some of these on the other side. So that again depends on what kind of games you're playing. And if you go again one more time, we're back at the beginning, and this is the default one. So these are the modes they're offering you. But again, I cannot stress enough, for the price of $20, you can't really expect too much. And the keys itself are what I'm expecting from any red key out there. Same tactile feedback, same noise. We have indications right here for caps lock, pretty sticky to the surface, not moving around at all. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I think for the $20, they're delivering a lot of value right here and a lot of functionality. Again, the round keys is going to take a little bit of time to get used to. That's kind of a minor negatives considering, again, the price tag. And then, of course, we have the combination here with FN and W and S, where the arrows are for the different brightnesses. So this is the highest brightness. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completely off. So 5 different levels, obviously 1 off and 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the most bright option. And the other options are for the effects and the increase and decrease of the speed. So yeah, this is the functionality. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let me go to the conclusion. All right, conclusion time. And what do I think about the Edjo mechanical keyboard, the ultra budget friendly one for $20 currently on Amazon? Well, I have kind of a mixed feelings, but you gotta keep in mind the price, that it's $20. So a lot of the negatives might actually not be that significant to stop you from buying this one, just because of the price tag of $20. First of all, the round keys take a little bit of time to get used to if you've been typing on the regular square keys for the last, whatever years you've been using computers. Switching to those round ones, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, and for me, it's a little bit uncomfortable. I'm sure over time it's probably gonna be fine, but just keep that in mind. Now, if you have a full set of keycaps, you can probably replace those, but that's going to raise the value of the keyboard. The other thing I really didn't like, it's the included cable is USB 2, micro USB, and this is kind of like the biggest one. Why we're still doing micro USB in 2022 is beyond me. USB-C would have been so much better, and the cable itself is not the softest, it's not braided, but again, keep in mind the price tag. So it's okay in that sense that it's very functional and it works no problem. Just keep in mind my points that I'm saying. If that's important for you, you got to consider that, because USB-C is so much better, as we know. And the other point, the kind of negative for me, is the RGB is not really that much advanced. You cannot have a single color across the whole keys. You cannot have multiple options. You have only 9 different options of kind of waves and stuff like that. And these kind of mods we've seen many times before, and a lot of other keyboards have more than 9. But this one has only 9, and it was on this basic color which is just glowing without flickering or anything like this. Personally, I like to keep my RGB keyboards a single color to match the color of the internals of my current computer build. But I know a lot of people like these colors, so that's going to be fine. On the flip side here, I really liked the option that you can turn off pretty much all the backlight of the keys and just keep the backlight of the W, S, A, and D and the arrow keys, and another extra option where you have a little bit more keys illuminated around the W, S, A, and D. That way, if you're playing in the dark and you are playing, games that require you to have a little bit more keys right there, you're going to be able to easily see them. Now, there's obviously positives, and the number one is the price, and the second big one is the rubber feet on the bottom. They're very sticky. You have extra extending feet in the back, so you can flip them up. They're still rubberized. They put them on your desk, and this keyboard is not going to slide and move around anywhere. Red keys, obviously, big one for me. Edjo are selling brown and blue keys as well, if that's something you are more accustomed to or like more. Personally, I prefer the red keys. They provide the best feedback for me. And being so budget, there are no extra keys included. There's no even key extraction tool, which maybe they're thinking because it's a round keys, you can kind of put your fingers in there and pull them out easily. Maybe that's the logic behind it, but I'm really happy that they're keeping the price really low for $20. I mean, it's hard to argue against this keyboard. Even if it doesn't last you too long, maybe a year or two, it depends how you treat your peripherals. For me, most of my peripherals are lasting decades probably because I'm not abusing them. But regardless, $20 is ultra budget, and if you don't want to spend a lot of money on keyboards and mice and stuff like that, this is going to be a valuable option that you might consider, and spending a little bit more money towards a new GPU or maybe a new CPU. So yeah, that's definitely a good point. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the link in the description below if you want to support the channel directly. It helps me tremendously to bring you videos like that daily. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.